Yo, what is up everyone? Tachi here. So today we're going to be talking about Nightmare in the Woods, which is the brand new Conquest event. It is actually available now. Unfortunately, it's not actually up, so I can't show you gameplay, but I will try to go through a quick strategy that you guys may want to try out, at least if you have people that you can actually join in with. So as you guys know, Ogre will be our replacement for Justice and the Spider, at least up until we get Barbarian, which comes with Snow White Paladin, and that is because when he is evolved, you do get Defiant Roar 3, which is, I believe, a 40% increase in all attack related skills. It is only 5% less than the elemental buffs, but it is all elements for the Vanguards, which is great news. Now, the thing is that you guys have to keep in mind is obviously you do need to clear verse 3 20 times to get the material you need to evolve him. So I would highly suggest making sure you clear through verse 3 as fast and as often as possible. You guys do have plenty of time, but just don't procrastinate, because I know people have that issue all the time. Now, in terms of strategy, on wave 1, what you're going to want to do is pop Cecilia immediately as quickly as possible, or whatever buff you happen to be using. Solitary Rabbit works as well. And then kill the plants. You want to kill the plants because the plants debuff you. Then while you wait for your teammates to join, stop attacking. If you happen to be a cleric or a minstrel, just continue buffing up your team and healing so you guys can survive there. Once people are in, you're going to advance through stage 2 and stage 3. You don't need to do anything there unless you want to pop a meal, which is perfectly fine as well. Just keep in mind you cannot pop Cecilia and Solitary Rabbit at the same time. They won't work together. You do actually have to use something that just buffs one stat. And I don't think there's anything that buffs just magic attack now, so a meal is pretty much your only choice paired up with Cecilia. On stage 4, right before you actually kill the mob, make sure to set up your debuff. More than likely it's going to be Hateful Plants. That way when you get into stage 5, it will actually land on the boss, making your job a lot easier, especially bypassing the stages. On the boss stage, what you want to do is you're going to pop Ugalu right before you get into the second bar. That way you can bypass the part where he's going to buff himself up to 10 buffs, which is max in PvE by the way, and removes all of your buffs. You don't really have to worry all too much about the final bar, as in the final bar his damage is based on how many dead allies you have on your team. So as long as you guys keep healing your team up and no one dies, you'll be fine. The primary composition you're going to want to go in with is 2 clerics, 1 minstrel, and 2 DPS. Or conversely, if you have a good cleric, you can do 1 cleric, 1 minstrel, and 3 DPS. That should be about fine. I think that's more or less the optimal strategy in terms of numbers. But perhaps if you're strong enough, you could probably go in there with 4 DPS and a cleric. But don't quote me on that. I think that might be a little bit too hard for the cleric. But hey, you never know. Anyhow guys, this is going to be a short video, so that is the end for now. Hopefully you guys watched all the way through. I am out. Have a nice day.